Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Coins collection. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into one of America's most iconic coins, the 1961 Jefferson nickel. This 5-cent piece may seem ordinary at first glance, but it carries with it a fascinating history, collectible appeal, and of course, some surprising values depending on condition and rarity. So, let's jump right into the story of the 1961 Jefferson nickel. The background of the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel that had been in circulation since 1913. Designed by Felix Schlag, the new coin honored Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a portrait of Jefferson facing left, while the reverse displays Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. Schlag's design went through multiple revisions before being accepted, but eventually became one of the longest-running designs in American coinage history. By 1961, the Jefferson nickel had already been in circulation for 23 years, and the design remained largely unchanged. The 1961 nickel design details. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1961 Jefferson nickel. Obverse front features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust," on the left. "Liberty," followed by the date 1961 on the right. Reverse back shows Jefferson's home, Monticello, with the word Monticello written below the building. The Latin motto, E pluribus unum, is inscribed at the top. Below Monticello, you'll see 5 cents and United States of America. The coin's composition in 1961 was the traditional 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Mintage of the 1961 nickel. The year 1961 saw high production of nickels. The coin was struck at 2 different U.S. mints. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. Over 76 million coins were struck. Denver Mint, mint mark D. Around 229 million coins were produced. This means that in total, more than 305 million Jefferson nickels were minted in 1961. Because of these huge numbers, most 1961 nickels are considered common. However, condition and special varieties can make certain pieces much more valuable. Collectible value. What is a 1961 nickel worth? The value of a 1961 Jefferson nickel really depends on 3 factors. 1. Condition, or grade of the coin. 2. Mint mark, Philadelphia versus Denver. 3. Errors and varieties. Let's break it down. Circulated condition. If you have a 1961 nickel that has been in circulation for years, meaning it shows signs of wear, then it's usually worth only its face value of 5 cents. With so many minted, most circulated examples are very common. Uncirculated condition. This is where things start to get more interesting. A 1961 Philadelphia nickel in mint state condition, MS60 and above, can sell for around $1 to $5. A 1961 D nickel in uncirculated condition might also range from $1 to $5, but higher grade coins can bring more. High-grade gems. Collectors especially prize nickels that grade MS65 or higher, with sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and full details. A Philadelphia 1961 nickel graded MS65 could fetch around $25 to $40. A Denver example in MS65 could be worth $20 to $35. The real jump in value comes with coins graded MS66 or MS67, where prices can soar into the hundreds of dollars. The full steps designation. One of the most exciting aspects of Jefferson nickel collecting is the full steps designation. On the reverse of the coin, Monticello has a series of steps leading up to the entrance. A coin that shows all the steps clearly and completely struck is far scarcer. A 1961 Jefferson nickel with full steps can be worth hundreds of dollars. For example, a 1961 D with full steps in MS66 condition has sold at auction for over $3,000. This makes the full steps designation one of the most important factors in determining the value of a 1961 nickel. Error varieties of the 1961 nickel. Another area that makes some 1961 nickels highly collectible is minting errors. Some of the notable errors include double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled. These can be found on either the obverse or reverse. Off-center strikes, coins struck off alignment, sometimes with dramatic shifts, clipped planchets, coins struck on incomplete blanks with visible curved clips, die cracks and cuts, raised lines or blobs where the die was damaged, depending on the type and severity. Error nickels from 1961 can sell for $50, $100, or even more. Small blue diamond historical context. America in 1961 coins always reflect their times, so let's place the 1961 nickel in its historical context. In 1961, America was entering a new era. John F. Kennedy had just been inaugurated as the 35th president. The nation was in the midst of the Cold War, with the space race heating up between the United States and the Soviet Union. That same year, NASA prepared for human spaceflight missions, setting the stage for the eventual moon landing later in the decade. While these major events unfolded, millions of Americans carried the 1961 Jefferson nickel in their pockets every day, often without thinking twice about it. Small blue diamond. Should you collect the 1961 Jefferson nickel? The 1961 nickel is a great starting point for anyone interested in coin collecting because it's affordable in most conditions. It connects you with American history. Higher grade examples and full steps varieties offer serious value. If you're checking your pocket change or coin jars, keep an eye out for nickels from the early 1960s. While most are common, you never know when you might come across a gem.so. What is the 1961 Jefferson nickel worth? In circulated condition, usually just 5 cents. In uncirculated grades, anywhere from $1 to $40. With full steps or rare errors, values can climb into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. This little coin reminds us that history and value often hide in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1961 Jefferson nickel is a piece of American history worth learning about. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into the fascinating world of coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.